Hello everyone. I am Runaway Rose, and today we are in Aquarius energy from January 20th to February 18th. And today we will be walking Cancer through the Aquarius energy. My apologize, but make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to normal. Let's get things together. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for the Cancer energy. This will be the overall message for today. Walking Cancer down Aquarius lane. We have authority. Memories of love. Awareness. I was going to say that we're missing 5 because this is 4 and this is 6. So we were missing 5, but 4 plus 1 is 5. So what's blocking us from our harmony and our happiness and our growth and our abundance is holding on to all the past programming and history and everything that you've been through. In the past, is stopping you from standing on business. So if you feel like you weren't an honorable person, or people won't take you seriously because you didn't build a firm foundation, so you're blocked from growing because of the past self one. So now that you're aware of the circle and everything that's going, at the end of the day, I looked at this and is one, is growth, is green, is love begins. So now that you letting go, this is still blocking. So they telling you what's surrounding you and stopping you from growing. You have to be able to put the light back into yourself. So that whatever people think of you is not who you are. Those were actions that you've done in the past. That doesn't make you who you are. So if you stay out the negative and the sadness in the past and you like not even live in that world, you will get somewhere. So if you continue to let go and release all the pain, then you will physically get somewhere. You will physically grow. You will physically be aware of who you are and how you move in 1 and 5. This is your 5. Your 5. That's what we're missing. The difficult life changes that's stopping us from physically growing. Yeah, movement, choices, and decision. So if you continue to be the light and you know that you have a purpose in this world and you need your foundation to be steady and strong, you need to be aware of your action, movement, choices, and decisions. So they're asking you to get balanced. 1 and 2 is 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like it has to all mean something. So all you have to do is start with self. So let's go ahead and clarify a little bit. So for your authority, this is the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Cups in reverse. So if you don't put in the work and you don't get this completion and you don't get the fulfillment, then how do you feel like you're going to celebrate anything? You can't celebrate if you didn't put in the work, if you didn't take that time, if you didn't wash your cups out, fix them up, if they had any cracks, any breaks, anything, glue them up and be able to put water in them so you can celebrate. They got cups in the air, but you don't. So don't wait for the ships to arrive. Make that decision now. Can we clarify 6 memories? They want you to know that this is your life. This is not, it is based on the decisions that you make, but it's in reverse. So it's not like there's nobody else has the ability to tell you what your happiness is and your peace and your love and what you're worth. You write this story, you make the decisions, and if you sit in the dark and let people draw this picture of you instead of bringing to the light, then that's on you. So don't be emotional, don't be young-minded, don't be simple-minded, and don't let what other people feel or their vibration affect anything that you have going on, because then that's little kid behavior. Kids don't know how to control their emotions. They don't know how to communicate and address how they feel and what's going on and keep that vibe from attaching to you and causing harm to your temple. So now that we're older now, and we've learned our lessons, there's no more juggling. Ain't no more back and forth. It's time to put the work in. There's no more, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to believe. It doesn't matter. We're good. We want to be good. We don't want to be evil. That's the decisions and the work. So every work that you're putting in is supposed to show. So when they say, do as you do and others will follow, like lead by example, not just because somebody watching you being a good person. No, it's time to be a good person at all times. And this is what's blocking you from physically growing or having any abundance, is this little boy energy and the things that you feel like are keeping you in the dark. Nobody can keep you in the dark but yourself. So if you're not fighting harder and you're not going to the places where you are loved and where you are helped and where you are guided into being a better person and being able to make decisions and stand on business and understand and grow, that's what we're dealing with, and that's what's blocking us right now. So if you want that door to open, if you want the abundance, if you want the sun, the light, and the from the Lord, stop fighting. Don't fight it. Let's go ahead and get awareness. Can you give me clarity on awareness? The blockage, yeah. Too much emotion. Yep. And you're not willing to change. You're not willing to, stand on business, reprogram, handle fairness. A emperor is determined, has willpower, has, like you have to have that. Not little boy, don't know where, messed up, no thought, no brain, no body, no self. You doing what other people doing and following what other people doing. You being a sheep because you don't have your own identity. You can't lead nothing. You can't ride nothing. You can't do nothing. You can't be an emperor. So now it's time to learn and grow and figure out what it is to be a leader, what it is to have honor, what it is to be respectable. Well, until then, you won't have no physical change, no weight, no nothing, no say-so. Anything you say don't weigh, no hope, don't have no hope. They want me to put these cards back. So now let's go ahead and see what, can we clarify? I want to shuffle real quick. I would like clarification on being the light. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. Now we're in good energy. Still a little emotional. And that's so fear. I feel like the biggest emotion that controls us all and everything is fear. So you're not willing to take that leap. You're not willing to go on this journey on your own. You're not willing to do what you have to do because you're still afraid. So instead of not knowing back and forth, you don't know you don't know if you go up what's going to happen. You don't know if you go down. It's missing your stability, you knowing who you are. Please go watch the other videos, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, and you will understand what's going on. And make sure you watch last month energy, Capricorn as well, and Aquarius energy. They had another message. So we want to celebrate, but we didn't do what we had to do to get the Ten of Cups. We didn't stand on business. We didn't unprogram. We didn't go researching for who we are. We didn't become honorable. We didn't do the things that we had to do because you didn't want to end all of it. You wanted to carry on the old programming and 2025 behavior, but that didn't get you nowhere. So what do you think is going to get you this year? You think you finna party? You finna... No. Stop juggling. Stop. You need to put in that work. Stand on business. Look, no emotional. She was in reverse. Make them decisions. Can we clarify foundation, stability? Yeah, no emotion, like I said. And this is telling me that feminine, because we were in a masculine where everybody wanted to have the power. Everybody wanted to be the king. Everybody wanted to make the decisions and make the rules and be popular and be handsome and all these things that we were programmed into. And we didn't have no femininity for growth, nurture, real love. So nobody's really giving out real love. Everybody is just trying to meet the Joneses and do what everybody else around them in the world are doing. And nobody was trying to heal nothing, not the earth, not the people, not the nation, nothing that's beneficial. So your Queen of Cups, everybody's all emotional and not giving a F about anybody, and that's where we are in the dark. And if you're in the dark, then you can't find no pinnacles. Remember how they be digging for gold and then they just give up, and because there was no light, there was no hope, there was nothing beneficial. And it's so right now we looking for justice. If you want to get this stability and reborn and redo, root chakra, January is based on root chakra. February, Aquarius is pink, of course, but January was red. We had to get in the roots. We had to undig them and clean out the soil and get a bigger pot. Like, we're starting over because we need justice. And the way things are playing out right now, we're not getting any justice. So 2026, the veil was lifted. You should be well in. It's like 24 days in that it take 21 days to be a new person. I feel good. And I started in December. So I ended out my month celebrating with glory. And now I gotta, we're getting somewhere. But you gotta let the devil know that. I was gonna say you gotta be stronger than the devil. I didn't even see that. A lot of people are weak because they feel like they've been beaten up so much, misled and tricked. They don't even want to fight no more. This is a spiritual and physical war. So if you're not doing the balancing, if you're not staying out the negative, you're giving the negative a lot of power. So everything around us is dark. If we all step just one step over and think positive and move positive and be in the light, and come on, no balance, no growth, just more darkness, more holding ourselves back, more fighting, more struggling, but you're sitting. So you're not even getting anything done. No war, no nothing, just sitting. So how do you feel like you finna celebrate? So now it's time for us to go find that safe haven. That person that's going to help us get stronger. That person that's going to protect us and get us to the light. They're trying to get out the dark and travel into the light where it's safe and better. Look, you have to train for war. You can't just get on the field and think you finna fight. No, that's how you lose. Unprepared. Bottom of the deck. If you want new beginnings, you have to make the decision now, not to be confused anymore on anything. Have passion on self, learn self, know where you come from, know your purpose, know your gifts, know everything so that we can grow. Don't let them stop us. It says trumpet success. This is you and you. 2 is 3. Come on. You can't create if you don't get balance. It's you versus you. Spiritual strength. Intuition. If you really, really, really want to get out of here and you really want to celebrate and you want to get out that slave mentality and energy and field and universe and matrix, whatever you want to call it, vibration. If you want to get out of that, because God is coming. That was a message. I'm sorry, I put it back. But let's go ahead and get into the spirit guide message and see what the spirit guides have for us today. They want you to Phoenix, fire of transformation and heart. So yes, it has to come from the heart. And if you don't heal the heart or take the steps to Release and let new love in. Wisdom of love and compassion. Wisdom is lessons and things that you've learned and you know for a fact. And compassion. Have compassion for you and your neighbor that had to go through the same thing to learn these lessons and go through the fire and go through the flame to come out another person. So this is you balanced with self to create transformation. Be willing to rise up again and again. They say you were hurt. You didn't want to fight. You didn't want to train. You didn't want to think another thought because you were in too much pain. How can you fly if you gave up? So get out of the pain. Get out the hurt. Get into the light. Be more happy. Let's see what else spirit guides would like us to know. They said keep that out. Sexuality and the truth and rooted. Okay. So this is 1 and 5. So that's self and difficult life changes. That's harmony. That's happiness. But they said if you took yourself out of that, I mean, if you didn't put yourself into, I'm just saying 1 minus 5 is 4. So you have to take something away from whatever's going on in here to be, they said the sex. Because rooted is deeper. It's deeper than sex. They don't want y'all to understand what's going on and they want you to just feel. It doesn't even really, if you're not in tune with that person, if y'all not where y'all, it doesn't feel good for a woman. And then that's when you just become a cum bucket. And these men just walk all over you. And then that's the masculine energy and not enough feminine. And now all the men want to be feminine. Is a lot of things into this that I can go. But we all know the truth. So now we can't create. And then they be like, the thing is they want all the men to be women so their kids won't be born. There's too many people on the earth. No. If the man and woman cannot come together and create and know the magic and the power that they hold and heal, look, they said sexual. This is the world. The woman, the womb, that's the world, the growth, the abundance. If you don't know the truth about who you are and how vibration works and these changes that we have to make, this reprogramming, because this is 5, 5, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Like, come on, it all goes, and it's based off where we came from, and they don't want us to know where we came from. This is rooted tree. Find the harmony by planting your roots deep within the earth. All right. It say be cautious. This was our last reading. So as they said, telling me, okay, you're gonna go digging and you're gonna go, I put another message back. I'm sorry. They want us to go digging for who we are, but they want you to be cautious because anything can happen. This is an accident. So don't be careful. Jeez, this is an ugly one. Boy, bye. So let's see. Okay, they want us to know what's ugly first. And okay, boy, bye. So basically they were saying all the feminines in the world that's how they feel. Boy, bye. You ain't no king. You don't have no masculine. You can't rule nothing. You don't know nothing. Da 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 da. And now there's a lot of accidents going on because nobody know who they are, and we don't need you no more because you're not here. You can't even take care of the children. All you can do is give children, and you don't even take care of them. You don't raise them. You don't help. No family, no building, no roots. Now we're just up in the air. Render the service. They don't even want you. They criticize you. Physical, something hostile. All the women, heartbreak and veggies. So now they want you like physically stop doing whatever y'all doing and worry about eating healthy. No more sex. No more heartbreak. No more. Everybody's hostile because they angry. and lost. Gee, this is an ugly one. But boy, bye. We don't got time for none of that. It's time for us to eat this veggies. Let's go ahead and see what this say. If you leave these boys alone, because they just as lost and now they want to be girls, and find a bigger inspiration in life. Like, we have bigger goals. We have bigger purposes. We have other things to do. Basically, your mental health. You letting these people ruin you. Y'all need to exercise. And that's not just working out. Exercise your mental health too. Y'all have to realize the benefits that you get from exercising and working on your mental health and having inspirations and growing and not just accepting this. So boy, bye. All they doing is betraying us. Y'all are recovering from all the betrayal. It's messing up. You need to recover your mental health. So now, sudden turns. You working out, you eating right, you doing everything you got to do. Yeah, they going to be jealous because you worked hard for your benefits. But that's the seventh, that's jealous because you worked hard for your benefits. But that's the seventh, that's the 10th sin, the commandment. God said don't be mad about what somebody else got because you don't know how hard they worked to get that. So don't be all in your feelings, sorrow. Go find yourself. Look, recover. Mental health. Find some business. Build a business. This is jealousy and worried about what the outcome, like you, okay, so somebody can have $1 million and that's all you want, a meal ticket, but you don't know what they went through to get there. You polluting yourself because you think, oh, I should have that. Now you can't be a real nice person to somebody because you're polluting the vibration, the energy, instead of just being loving and work. Like, it's a lot. So now it's a lot of health crisis out here because everybody just sexually effing everybody. Remember, this is about that. Get a life. Everybody's dull. Everybody's literacy. It's dumb. So now we need to educate ourselves. No, that's a emptiness. Everybody's empty. Y'all haven't faced that. The military, this is a war. Come out the closet. Dang. Okay. So if this is war, all the men want to be women because they scared to fight. Honestly. If y'all go watch my other, y'all will get the point of view of them needing healing, them needing guidance. They need that feminine energy, and they're afraid to be masculine. They're afraid to be strong and protect. They're afraid to fight. Come out the closet, you gay ass nigga. I'm just sorry. It's a far. It's a what you let in your life. You are allowing this stuff. I don't mind if you like it back there. That's just a feeling. Go in your room, close the door. That's none of my business what you do back there. But when you come out here, be honorable, be respectful, be a man, fight this war. Stop being a pussy ass bitch. You hear me? These are new beginnings. Unprotected and drugs. Unproductive. PTSD. Disappointment. This is not impossible for us to change. Financial challenges. Anxiety, environment, injuries. We're killing ourselves, hurting ourselves because of our environment. The things that we let in our life, the things that it's not impossible for us to change any of this. All of this is possible. Boy, bye. This is an ugly one. They getting right to it. Betrayal. And it was like they said the black people sold the slaves. Betrayal, environment, recovery. We're trying to recover from that. And we got a lot of anxiety from this. All this confusion. We're using drugs to cope with things that's going on in our life, with our environment. But we just need to recover. My bad. It's the environment. PTSD. We're all hurt. So so if you get slapped by something, every time you walk past that thing that slapped you, you gonna be on guard. You gonna be on So everywhere you go in this world, you on guard because we just been through so much. All right, let's see what the scared rebel's talking about. Ooh. They want me to remind y'all that the King of Pentacles was the Lord. Please go watch the other videos if you don't understand that. Back in the day, when they wrote the Bible, there was a ruler over the nations, and they called him a king. All hail the mighty Lord. And he had the pinnacle. That was in our last reading. Please go do that. So, all work results land. Took the land, made you work, get no results. Unsuccessful animal environment abuse. Remember, they bred us like puppies. You know how they breed puppies and sell them? We are animals to them. This is just a big old dog cage, mouse pen, whatever you want to call it, concrete jungle. Our environment is just to sustain the animals. This is abuse. It says unhealthy. 8 of Pentacles. So 3 is creating, swords is fighting. So what's stopping us from being able to get the 8 of Pentacles is mental unbalanced. We already talked about that. Scheming and slander. They're scheming on us daily, and they talk bad about us all day long, so we don't know who we are. People think we bad. Just all this bad stuff. Strategy, thoughts, and fairness. Ain't no fairness in this game. So if we want to fight and create something and get something and gain something from this, it says sensitivity and understanding, apathy and ungrounded. They want you to stop being sensitive. They want you to understand what's going on around you, have apathy, and get grounded. What is this card? It done rinsed. It got wet or something. It ain't got nothing on there. I don't even know what that is. All right, but now they saying something else. They said pick this up. Have faith in the process. Did we even do the rebels yet? No. It says syphilis, remake, new start, and envy. So they're telling me that the king was so envious of you and you trying to start new. I feel like they gave us sickness. They didn't want you to, they wanted you to die. They were trying to figure out how to get rid of y'all because they got envious. Once they created all this stuff, created and balanced, we got to make some changes. It says release the dark wound and let love live. So once you get balanced and you know these are to the bones, like it's deep. What you want wants you. You want you. 1 is 6, 1 is you, and 6 is harmony, and 7 is God. It's going up. It's a spiral. All of it's together. Like, you know, this spiral is in everything. Like, have faith. You have to have faith. Faith of a mustard seed. But if the king brainwashed you and tricked you because they was envious and they didn't want you to know how powerful or magical you were, they didn't want you. It says spirals of manifestation. 1 and 8 minus is God. 1 is you. Something's on his way. 9, completion. They didn't want you to know how powerful you were and how connected to source. When you create something, dream a beautiful dream. Come on, y'all. It say live a little. So if y'all want to reclaim power, don't be scared. It says oral sex. We know that. So this is basically telling me no more sex, period. And this has to do with the word. Like, sex is something that creates something, and oral is that speak. So your mouth, you know, manifests from the mouth. Infertility. You can't you cannot have a baby. You can't grow nothing if you get what I'm saying? Emotional level, cups. So nobody's you okay, so when you have a kid in my love deck there's 5 cups and it's the cups your mom's supposed to feel and your dad supposed to feel, and it makes you into who you are. It's deeper DNA out like outside of the box, like learning tools, strength, feminine energy, masculine energy, and they've been taking the men out the family. I mean out the household, so nothing's growing. Cups, emotional level. Now everybody's emotional. Nobody can make decisions. Everybody's scary. Everybody sad. Like it's a lot of things going on. It says be happy, girl or boy. It don't matter what your sexuality is. It don't matter what's going on. It's not about that. That's your business behind doors. Keep it back in the house, in the bedroom. Just don't bring the kids back there. Be happy. They make y'all focus on too many things that's not. They distracting you. That ain't even it. Why y'all having a gay pride? Y'all can march and go get naked and march in the street for gay people, but y'all can't march in the street for 40 acres and a mule, some respect, some people getting killed for no reason. Like, stop being stupid. It says brokenhearted, seduction, emotion, and nurturing. The Queen of Cups. So get out this little boy, baby boy, and get in your bag. Your queen, your grown woman. Stop seducing these men thinking that's gonna heal your heart. Come on, 9 of Cups. We want completion. It says reflection. It's time for us to look back at everything. Dreamy. Stop dreaming about the stuff. It's time to move in action. This is blockages. That's what's blocking us. So now it's time for us to be nice. The whole thing was about being a light, remembering to be a light. Bacteria grows in the dark. When you do oral stuff and you do all this stuff and you connecting and you trying to find and all this sexual stuff, bacteria. And now our roots are filthy and it's deeper than just sex. Come on. You don't know if, like, it's deep, y'all. Temper. Overall committed. The glass is half empty. Competitive. Inspirational. 10 of Wands. So if we want to be able to finally make decisions and get some stuff done, we have to not compete against one each other, whatever. We have to be inspired by that person. Stop having a temper. Why are we overcommitted to the wrong shit? And all our minds it's half empty. Oh, we not gonna get that anyway. No, maybe it's half full. Maybe we almost there. Come on, we need to get rid of 7 of Cups. God, there's a lot of emotion in here. God need to wash up over. It says imagination and peace. That in itself, just them words, like the brain, the wander, the creation is beyond. Like, come on, Tinkerbell, just believe. And that's the peace, the love, and no more addictions. We're addicted to the dark. We're addicted to coping. We're addicted to struggling. Did we even do the rebel? We did. But y'all be shocked of the new. Y'all gonna be shocked when God come, whatever, like when he come and nobody makes it to the rupture because nobody made that decision to just be good and go to the light and rock with God. They wanted to rock in the dark all night. They didn't know how beautiful it could be to just be peaceful, be loving, be kind on every level. You don't have to be nice, nasty. Come on, he's just waiting for us to come. These men especially, stop hiding your hand. 7 of Swords. God said, stop giving your sword to so many people. Stop giving your power, your energy to so many men and women. How can you grow and you're fighting too many battles and now you're feminine and you all in your feelings and you can't even do what's right? No love, no woman, no fight. The devil got you turning your back. He supposed to be whooping his ass. But no, You losing the point. We in Aquarius season. It's time to find it. What it say is a lot going on. Y'all not fighting the right fight at all. Bottom of the deck. Y'all not fighting the right fight, people. Let me pull. Can I get a card to can we get a okay. The will in the fight. Okay. He don't have no will to fight. This is upright and this is upside down. Can we please clarify the King of Swords and the Wheel Fortune? Dang, bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. This is what we was taught. This was in the pot. This was in the roots. Everything, the DNA, the ancestor, everything. This is what we were given. How can we fight something that we don't even know about? They had us so brainwashed and confused and puppetry. The Page of Swords. We couldn't even start fighting if we wanted to. The ghost right in our face. And since we don't know that this feeling or this reaction is somebody playing with our tunes, how could you fight back? So no, nothing is on its way. No savior, no justice, no peace. Nothing, because you don't even know what's right or real. You don't even know where to fight. You just holding on to all this baggage. It's like one day. No, never. Fighting the wrong fight every day. And they not even hiding it no more. They tell us every day faithfully in our face that Queen of Cups, you are an emotional bitch. And you need to go heal and reteach these and claim your nation and your power and your love and your peace, or your world will forever be upside down. But you guys gave up. Too many reasons. Y'all crying. Y'all not even trying like, all right, I got something, I'm going to go get more. No, you okay with the little $10 they give you every Friday. Something got to shake or we ain't going to never. Stop. Come on. They ain't playing with us. Let's go ahead and do this last message, and then let's get the crystals that we need to end this Cancer. And we skipped Gemini on accident. So that means something in itself, but I'm going to do it. But that meant something. I don't know what it meant yet, but y'all need to get serious. Spades is serious. Cut all that shit out. Balance. Or it ain't on its way. If you don't get serious and understand that that's what it is, the yin and the yang and the God and evil and the come on now. The men ain't gonna never stand up. Never. Y'all put it all on the women's back and all they think they need is diamonds. I just need to look good. I just need a fancy. I need the white picket fence. I need the money. But you don't want the man. You don't want the king. You don't want the love. You don't want God. You don't want this. You want bullshit. God said it's time to change. It's time to grow. Bottom of the deck. If you don't, there's no completion. And he's serious about it. He's not finna keep playing with y'all. Y'all some hard-headed kids. It said think hard. It said quit. And he said I won. April is not far away. So the new year, the new beginnings, plant seeds, the spring, the new is not far away. Don't be wrong or now. Now there go a real king, real Leo. Stand up, leader, powerful, needs attention, ruthless, confidence, energy, beautiful, is brave. We need our real men to come back because the war is coming. If you like it or not, by August, and they keep saying this is not the first time. This is like the third time that they told me that something is coming in August. Full moon. Manifest your dreams. Midpoint. We're halfway there. Grinding matters into the light. Let go of things that no longer serve you. Light to see what you need to change. God's finna let you know what you need to get in order, self, to get balance and take this serious, because when he come and y'all not changing or taking nothing serious, twin flame, ooh, I like that. Twin flame. This other stuff. Somebody trying to stop you, though. Somebody don't want you to get to your twin flame. And twin flame is deeper than just a man and a woman. Like, when you meet your twin flame, that's when you get to your purpose. What you and God signed, like, you signed up for your other half. Like, I literally see him ripping one flame apart, your feminine and your masculine, and go live life. And when y'all find each other and y'all change and y'all can move mountains, that's what twin flame is. And some people never get to that point. You never meet your twin flame because you never grow and heal or change or do the direction or go down the lane that you're supposed to, because you're so busy doing this in this life, this 3D world, this fairy tale, this puppet, this stage, what they made for us. It says, feel yourself. Stop letting them tell you. Get this crystal. This crystal can help you on your journey. You see that heart? Come on, this means a lot. Look at this. Beautiful. So you need to find out what's, choose your I don't know. But you need to choose wisely, babe. Them spiritual beings. What that say? Get you a crystal to help you on your journey so you can see and sharpen shadows. It's time to get out the shadows and cut all that bull crap. That looked like when they said he crossed the Red Sea. You can move mountains. You can put ripple effects in this. Like, think about it deep. They said one more. Rebuild. It says become whatever that say. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm illiterate. They didn't let this slave read. They said if she get too smart, we'll have to kill her, even though they want to kill me anyway. So it's time for us to get it together. That was Cancer. That was lovely. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm mad that we didn't get all 12 zodiac signs for Capricorn energy of January. I did record everything, but stuff happened. They didn't want me to get it where it hurt. They didn't want y'all to really know what was going on. So they messed up all of that. Every reading that I did like 22 videos. I edited them and everything, and I tried to download them and put them up. And I went on YouTube and none of them played. None of them had nothing. They were just there. So I had to delete all them and start it over in Aquarius season. And so far we got a good run going. But y'all make sure y'all go watch all my videos before we get too far away and you got a lot of catching up to do. See ya. Thank y'all.